rebels to recon the area for us.
Yo, eyes on the ground. Next to the checkpoint. Hold up, they're gonna see you.
Well, that was messy as shit.
It's not a stupid idea. Listen. Go on. I'm listening. How many potatoes you get?
Nice. I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area.
Looks like they're feeling froggy.
Clear over here.
Any of you ever heard of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid?
You mean the old movie?
That was based on a true story. They were outlaws in the last days of the Old West, and when things got too hot for them in the States, they left for South America. Eventually, they wound up here in Bolivia, where they robbed the payroll of the Aramaya silver mine. Their luck ran out a few days later when the Bolivian army caught up to them in a town called San Vicente. There was a standoff, and Cassidy and the kid went out in a hail of gunfire.
That's a hell of a story.
I know, right?
For the record, I'm not helping you rob any silver mines.
Come on, Sundance, where's your sense of adventure?
Stealing supply choppers to help cartel-crushing rebels? I love my job. Bowman, this is Nomad. We're in Kawani province. What have you got for us?
Kawani's a major hub for the cartel's smuggling operations. We're talking about a sophisticated network of planes, trains, and cargo trucks carrying upwards of 30 tons of powder across the border. The network is the brainchild of an American national by the name of Boston Reed. Reed's a bush pilot who's been flying for Nydia Flores at El Boquita for years, and eventually worked his way into management.
How do we get Reed?
That's the tricky part. Reed's cagey as fuck. He stays in hiding most of the time, preferring to work through middlemen. Psych profile says he's clinically paranoid, but I think there's more to it than that.
Like what?
Money transfers that don't add up, message traffic to unknowns across the border, flights that don't correspond to cartel shipping routines. Reed's moving more than powder, and he doesn't want Sueño to know about it. We've been getting reports of cartel activity around the train cemetery for some time now. See what you can find out.
Everybody hold up, we got hostiles in the area.
Nomad, I just uploaded Boston Reed's CIA profile video. Should help you track him down here in Kawani.
The Mama and Papa Reed raised little Boyer on apple pie and the Red Sox. Since graduating from high school, Boyer Boston Reed has done everything he could to shed that clean-cut image of his youth. Looking for adventure, Reed left his hometown of Lexington, Massachusetts, and became a bush pilot in South America. Medical records also tell a saga of gonorrhea, hep C, and herpes. As a pilot, he stayed clean for a number of years, but one fateful day, he met El Boquita. Within days, Reed was flying Santa Blanca's coke to Georgia, Florida, and the Carolinas. With the drug smuggling came the money, and Reed loves to spend it. He's chummy with Boquita, who gave him that nickname Boston because of his accent. Make no mistake, Reed may play hard, but he works harder. Now based out of Kawani, he coordinates all of Santa Blanca's smuggling by air. He uses temporary airstrips, and his own people don't know where they are until the last possible moment. When he's working, Boston Reed is impossible to locate. And you're gonna find him. Your average cat, the four-legged variety, has 9 lives. El Gato has had a lot more than that. He's been shot, stabbed, garroted, blown up, burned, thrown off a building, run over by a car, half drowned. But he always comes back. He carries a locket with his father's ashes in it around his neck. Snorts it when he needs strength. Says it's better than coke.
It's the real power that comes from death.
A packaging manager in Romanzo province, he's been working for Santa Blanca since he was 16. His father was the plastic surgeon to the stars, movie stars, and star narcos. But then, his father had a big narco boss on the table and lost him. They both knew what that meant. A long death by torture. El Gato loved his father. So he decided not to let that happen.
Sure are a lot of lights and switches up here.